opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Time with Blind United. It is Tuesday. I am Ed, and I am joined today with Brittany. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, Ed.
We also have Miss Carol with us. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
And then we have Superstar Pedro in the background pushing all the buttons. Good morning, my brother.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So anyway, let me jump right into this. We got just one interest group today. Actually Tuesday talk time with with me. So today's a day once a month we get together at 6 o'clock and we just hang out and chat and get to know one another and discuss maybe things that you like or don't like or where you think we could probably improve, what we're doing with the Blind United interest groups, all that kind of stuff. But it's more of just a thing where we just get out and hang and chat and, like I said, get to know one another, be part of the family and, just all that good stuff. That's all we're trying to do is be one, community within the blind community and create that one voice situation, hashtag one voice. So come out and join us tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, and hey, join in on the conversation. So anyway, hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday thus far. I had enough tacos over the weekend to last me, so I don't need any tacos today. So I'm good on that one. So what's everybody else got planned for their Tuesday?
I'm just gonna head to my children's house today. Their last day. My son is graduating from high school this week, so I'm gonna be there. Supporting him, taking them shots, taking some pictures for that one in a lifetime moment.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
For
Well,
me, I'm not doing too much, but congratulations, Pedro. That's a wonderful accomplishment for your son.
It is.
Especially in
Yeah.
this day and age, So I know you're a proud papa. I hope so.
He's
But
already enrolled into college too. He already has a college lined up.
oh, that's wonderful. Excellent.
hmm
where's he gonna go to school?
Cal State Dominguez.
Okay, Dominguez Hills.
Okay.
I told him
Is
to
he
go to the
following in your
university.
footstep with tech?
Yes, he's actually going for computer science.
Oh, wow. That's what's
Wow.
up.
Yeah, so I told him to go to the university. He got accepted to a university, but he was like, it's pretty too far. It's far from home. So
Right. He
he
wants to
decided
stay
to take,
close.
yeah, he decided to stay close.
Hey, I mean, as long as he's getting the education he wants, that's what matters.
Right. and that's our
you know.
future. So, you know,
Yeah. And what I like about him sometimes, like he goes to high schools. Well, the high school's a tech school, so but they was not really showing him like programming and stuff. So he was showing himself to program and stuff like that. So sometimes he takes initiative, but just like every other teenager, they like to play their PlayStation. So sometimes their initiative, sometimes they put it in the back burner too, you know. But I
right.
like that about him. He takes it initiative and try to learn like HTML coding and stuff like that, and he knows um he knows a little bit of Python and stuff like that. I know it's probably like gibberish, right?
No, not to me. I mean, I have a bachelor's in computer science, but it was way before the web, believe it or not, where we did the LAN and WAN and all of that was with
Okay.
the CRT and stuff like that. Yeah, when I worked at the insurance company. But
Yeah.
now we have their internet, so I'm lost with everything. And as you all can see,
Yeah. Well, you could make things happen as long as you know a little bit of HTML. You could do little things
yeah,
here
we
and there.
troubleshooted and did all the programming and stuff for the computers that which was the CRT machines back then. PowerPoint was
Mm.
just beginning to come out, so
And
um,
they were running on which operating system or
we
language?
actually we actually just had like we would code it ourselves. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Troubleshooting. We were just coding it ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know my grandson, he's into doing coding. He was telling me there's just so many different coding languages now that, it's just, you got different languages to do different stuff. So it just depends on what it is you're trying to do that you need to know that language in order to code that into what you're trying to do. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, once you
It
started
was
getting acquainted
through the
with like,
school DeVry. I don't know if y'all had a DeVry out there. Of course, there's no more, but that's what that was. It was through DeVry University.
yeah,
yeah, I remember Derive. Like I
Hmm.
say, they were in the beginnings of it, I say when it was starting to really, the internet and all that stuff was programming and all that stuff was really starting to take off. They were a big influence into getting people into the field. So, uh,
yeah. Well, now you could kind of learn like Python. Python, they used to teach it. They still do, but you could grasp it kind of faster now. Like once you start knowing Python, a little bit of Java, you could get around well building applications in a way. You could get into a SDK and try to build these apps. Even on the website, sometimes you could code it in Python, so it could transfer into another computer language and it'd be more easier. But you could intermine them. You could mingle them up all that when you're building and all that. So it's good to know. But once you start grasping on how to enter the commands and the strings and stuff, the little scripts, you start. And I'm not no super good at it or anything like that. I just know little basics. I just been able to kind of do it myself all the way with like, for example, they have for Apple iPads and the computer they have playgrounds where you could build your own app, but getting the knowledge, having somebody to sit there. But now I see that I could use my assistant to help me learn a little more. I just haven't had enough time. we need 30 hours in the day already. What's going on?
that's always been the case, and there's never enough time in a day to get everything done that you want to do. So,
Want to? That's right.
just do
There's
what you
never
can do and save the rest for the next day. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I was all busy yesterday, man. I didn't got to do my video until like let's say 7, 8, and that's writing some scripts, finding footage, chopping it up, and all that. And then in the morning, I had to do some other stuff for like the DOR. So I had to go through my records because apparently some people cannot keep records, and I hate when thing needs to be done in a certain deadline, and I'm contacting them and talking back and forth, right? And then a month later they come back, hey, I need all this. We got a deadline. It's gonna be like in 3 days. Can you do it? And I'm like, well, a month and a half ago, I sent you the second notice telling you about these receipts, and you took your sweet, sweet time. And
Mm.
they were all rushing me, trying to get me to. Well, I ended up doing it. The thing is when it's convenient for them, that's when they contact you sometimes. And it's not every worker, it's not every counselor. It's just certain people. I'm about to email too, and I think I just gotta push some people. You gotta be pushed a little. Even though they're the ones that should be pushing and trying to see and guide you through. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's always been the case. I mean, DOI counsel is going to do what they're going to do. And if, I mean, again, it's sad to say, but you're just another case within their caseload, so there, again, it's not like you're always front and center every day.
No.
So again, it's, the ones that stay in their face are the ones that get their most attention. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, I understand that part. But let's say somebody send you an email, right? And you see it, you're gonna reply, right? They don't even reply. And
Oh
then they
wow.
contact you like, hey, this needs to go, you need to you gotta enter these or post this on this website and stuff. And I'm like, hold up, I've been sending you emails, and this is what I say. Sometimes they start new threads, and then they get all confused. So I'm like, man, I gotta go look to my records. You know what I mean? And I know they have caseloads, but emails stay there. You could open it and read it and reply right quick. It doesn't take that much time. It's part of their job.
I mean, I get it. I get it. But like I said, the same old age old problem. I was having it when I was going through. As I've heard it, other people
Hmm.
going when they're going through, and I still hear it today as people going through. It's like I said, it's just the counselor, and if they happen to be a actual blind counselor, it might fall on their reader that's is going over and stuff, and maybe they're not keeping track of everything. But again, there's big flaws in that system. We know it, and
Yeah,
we got to
well,
do what we can to try to fix it.
I had this line before said to me, "You need to be more independent." While the counselor is sitting there and their note taker assistant/assistant is standing next to her taking notes.
Mm.
And she's telling me I got to be more independent, and she can't take her own notes, can't jump on the computer, make some notes, can't get her phone, make some notes, can't get a Victor reader, make some notes. I could go on the list of the devices that they try to give you to make all these notes. But that aside, I'm just saying that line was kind of like a slap in the face. Can you be independent? And I'm the one that got to that office by myself. You know what I mean? It's a little like, what are you telling me with your assistant right next to you and stuff? You know?
Like I said, they just they feel that they're superior in certain ways. Whatever they expect more out of you than they expect from themselves. So,
Hmm.
I mean, again, it's I mean, it's always been that way. I mean, again, I've
Yeah.
seen it all throughout, my from when I first became disabled. I mean, back in the 80s when I first went to rehab,
Hmm.
I mean, there was not a whole lot that they did for us at that point. I mean, it was all about getting you to work, but yet they wouldn't help you find a job. They wanted you to go find a job and then give them the contact information, and then they'll contact the job and then offer to pay a percentage of your salary just to get you hired. Okay, look, I don't need nobody to buy me a job. Come on now. I mean, it's no problem. Let me work this out on my own. And I walked away then. So I
Yeah.
mean, but that was way in the 80s, and then like I said, it's just always been a mess. It's always been a mess. It's better now, but it ain't, it still ain't right. It still
It's
ain't
still not
right.
perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So
You're right about
but
that.
but anyway, let's do a little house cleaning here. I'm sorry for those that may have gone to over to the page looking for us. I hope you have found us at this point. Facebook changed their rules around a little bit, so We got to get a few more followers over on our page so we can go live over there again. So again, of course, we appreciate everybody on YouTube and X. But again, in order for us to be on all of these platforms, you got to meet whatever rules and guidelines that the platform set forward. So if you're looking for us over in the group or in the page right now, that's why we're not there. So, but anyway, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing until we can do better. So on that note, hey, let's get into some of this other stuff we got going on.
Unleash your creativity and spice up your senses at the Blind United Turn It Up and Paint event. Join us on June 22nd from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Fontana, California for an afternoon filled with art, flavor, and fun. For just $30, get your own canvas and paint kit, enjoy delicious carne asada nachos, other tasty appetizers, and receive a coupon for one of 3 Turn It Up items to use at the event. Don't miss out on this unique experience brought to you by Blind United under the leadership of our CEO, Ed Davis. It's not just an event, it's a celebration of creativity and community. Secure your spot now. Call us at 1-909-846-8825 or email info@blindunited.org. We can't wait to see you there and watch your creativity soar. Feeling lucky? Join Blind United for a thrilling day at Viejas Casino and Resort. Slaw Machine. Mark your calendars for Friday, August 9th. We're rolling out from 2 locations, Montclair and Buena Park at 9 a.m. sharp, so don't be late. For just $21, you can enjoy a ride filled with fun, refreshments, and the chance to win big. Remember, space is limited, and the deadline for your payment is July 20th. All bookings are non-refundable after July 20th. Bring your poker face and your ID and get ready for a day of excitement and entertainment. No worries about the drive. We've got you covered. You can just relax there and back. Book your spot now. Contact Cheryl at 909-821-9589, C Thurston74@gmail.com or Pedro at 323-631-2122, P Aguilera at blindunited.org. Let's hit the jackpot together. You can sell your payments to Blind United Incorporated by using the email blindunited2022@gmail.com.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
Welcome, George. You just popped in on us. Good morning. Oh, now you can't unmute yourself?
Good morning, George. Welcome. Yeah,
Hey,
guys.
George.
So that Turn It Up and Paint is coming soon, guys. Remember to sell your payments in. Come join us. Come paint this tactile canvas that we're gonna have, so you could feel, come out and hang out with us and turn up.
Yeah, we just need to know by this Friday. We got to try to get this stuff ordered for the event. And so we need to try to get a head count on how many people are going to be there so we make sure we have enough supplies for, doing the actual painting part, as well as enough food to feed everyone that'll show up. So please, please, please let us know what's going on by this Friday, so that we can have you on the list and we can guarantee that you'll have everything you need when you get there to be able to participate. So, and again, I say it all the time, in that particular ad, it states, about, under my leadership. Again, I don't take any credit for any of this. I have a very good team that working with me. Pedro, Brittany, Cheryl, Paul. I mean, we got Fashana, we got Monica that work with us to put all this kind of stuff together. So, again, I want to give everybody their credit. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about the team. It's about us trying to do whatever we can do to try to, give you folks things that you like to do so that we, this is how we raise our money. We're not charging any memberships or anything like that. It's none of that other kind of stuff. I mean, everything we do is for free unless you come to one of our fundraisers, So, and then again, you can see what we're doing with the money. We're providing this platform. We provide the Zoom platform. We provide scholarships. We got stuff coming up where we'll be donating stuff to the school kids and stuff. We're trying to make sure we work with the schools that have actual blind students in there, so we can make sure that they have everything they need to keep up with the rest of their classmates and stuff. So again, we're just out here trying to do everything we can for the community. So we appreciate all your support. And again, if you'd like to donate to Blind United, of course, as you hear quite often, you can Zelle us at Blind United Inc. using the email blindunited2022@gmail.com. Or you can make your way to our website, www.blindunited.org. Seek out that donate button, and you can donate right there as well. So, and then, if you want to mail a check, I know in today's world, it's crazy to imagine, but some people don't do any of this digital stuff, so they still deal with checks and stuff like that. So, if you'd like to donate and want to send us a check, please just get at me at info@blindunited.org email, and let me know, and I'll make sure you get the address of where to send your checks to. So anyway, I've done my begging for the day. You get unmuted yet there, George? No, he's still over there stuck. Maybe he's just listening in, or maybe that mic he was trying to use last time is still not working. So anyway, anybody got anything they want to add to what I've said?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are.
I'm sorry. I'm on the iOS app, and that thing is, anyways, it's not accessible. But I got it. Hey, how you doing?
We're here.
Technology, kind of unmute the damn mic.
Oh no, yeah, we've been complaining. Me and Carol have been complaining about the iOS app for a while.
Yeah, I sent them an email. They asked for my feedback, and I wrote it. I told her that our viewers are disabled and blind, and their guest application for StreamYard is not accessible. It's not labeled. Buttons are not labeled, and menus are not labeled to get that in order.
I don't know what button I pushed, but I hit something.
Well, you got in there.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just came to bother everybody and say how you doing.
Well, I mean, it's never a bother, my brother. So, always welcome. Always welcome.
Is my camera on?
How can I know?
This is funny time with Blind United.
Well, Brittany can see it.
Can I see what are we doing?
Do I have a camera on, or is it off?
No, you do not. The only person who does is Carol, and I told her just double tap everything because this app isn't accessible, but that's probably not good advice.
Last time she did that, she got disconnected.
I got disconnected. I turned off the mute, so I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So who was able to catch some clips from WWDC?
I'm being honest. I didn't bother with it because I knew you was going to recap it today. So,
well, I'm not recapping it today, but I do have a video on Unseen Adventures 8 coming out. I'm most likely going to drop it a little later, and I break it down. The features in 5 minutes.
Well, are you talking about the WWE? Because that's not where we're watching me and my wife the wrestling.
No, George. WWDC.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I used to watch that. I just don't do it no more. I can't. It's no audio descriptive.
It's not audio descriptive. That's
Now let me
right.
show you how far I go back with it. I used to watch WWF.
Oh yeah, me
Mm-hmm.
too. The Von
Yeah.
Well,
Erich.
Carol, do you remember
Yes.
when you used to live in Dallas in the 80s, me and my mom, do you remember the Von Erichs and Junkyard
Yeah, that's
Dog?
what I was just talking about. The Von
They
Erich
were WWF.
Sportatorium. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
WWF. Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Jake the
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry,
Snake.
Pedro. We kind of got. I'm sorry, Pedro.
And we
No,
had
no.
the Sportatorium. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were just announcing their Apple Intelligence and how ChatGPT is gonna be integrated into the phones. But from what I'm hearing, and I'm not too sure, is iPhone 15 Pros and up, and any iPad with an M3 chip and MacBook with an M3. I
Well,
think.
did you hear that? Elon Musk is threatening to
We
I
got
guess
one of those.
bar.
We got that article in here too.
Yeah, we got that article in here, and I give you my opinion a little later about that. I just think the guy wants to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Mhm.
You know, and we will get talking about it. Let's just get into that article right now. All right, let's do it.
Elon Musk just canceled iPhones. Apple and OpenAI's partnership are only a few hours old, and Elon Musk is already going to war over it. The owner of Tesla, X, SpaceX, and xAI said he would ban Apple devices at his companies if Apple integrated ChatGPT at the operating system level, which the companies are very much planning to do. Musk, a founder of OpenAI who is now suing the present owners, said ChatGPT-integrated iPhones present an unacceptable security violation. If Apple integrates OpenAI at the OS level, then Apple devices will be banned at my companies, said Musk in a tweet on Monday. And visitors will have to check their Apple devices at the door, where they will be stored in a Faraday cage, said Musk in a follow-up tweet. Musk also responded to a tweet from Tim Cook announcing Apple Intelligence by calling the technology creepy spyware. Musk later said that Apple has no clue what's actually going on once they hand your data over to OpenAI. It's unclear what Musk is suggesting OpenAI is going to do with your data. For years now, Apple has painted itself as a leader in privacy, and the company built several privacy-focused features into its AI offering. For one, you have to approve every single request that goes through ChatGPT, so you'll know exactly what's leaving your phone. Secondly, Apple said during its WWDC keynote that your requests and information prompted through ChatGPT will not be stored. At first glance, Apple's integration of ChatGPT doesn't seem any different from just using ChatGPT on your phone, at least from a privacy perspective. However, Musk says Apple's words don't match its actions. This is the latest in Elon Musk's ongoing feud with OpenAI. He created xAI and Grok to oppose the woke AI chatbots from companies like OpenAI and Anthropic. Once a founder of OpenAI, Musk is now suing Sam Altman's startup for not being open and seemingly abandoning its nonprofit mission. However, screenshots released by OpenAI revealed that Musk was part of email exchanges years ago detailing how the startup would stop open sourcing its AI models once they became more advanced. Musk also originally wanted OpenAI to join Tesla. Musk said he would drop the lawsuit if OpenAI changed its name to Closed AI. Privacy protections are built in when accessing ChatGPT within Siri and writing tools. Requests are not stored by OpenAI, and users' IP addresses are obscured, said OpenAI in a press release on Monday regarding their privacy practices. Users can also choose to connect their ChatGPT account, which means their data preferences will apply under ChatGPT's policies. Part of Apple's attempt to increase privacy is using its own Apple Intelligence, which will partially operate on devices using Apple Silicon. After its big presentation on Monday, Apple also told reporters it would release a paper later today with all the information regarding its private servers, in an attempt to be transparent and allow third-party review. Actually, removing iPhones and Apple devices from all of Musk's companies would be an extreme and difficult task to accomplish. Musk has thousands of employees working under him across the globe, and asking that each person not carry their phone into work presents obvious issues. Now back to the coffee time crew.
Again, like you guys were saying earlier, I just think he's, a little butthurt.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be that guy that, has all of this super tech stuff under his, control or whatever. And I mean, here again, you see in there what they were talking about. He was one of the founders of OpenAI. Well, why'd you leave?
That's right.
You could have been there and you could have, been playing a part of whatever OpenAI had going on, but instead you decided to leave and go do your own thing. Why? Because what I'm hearing in there also was OpenAI is a nonprofit.
Yes, they changed their model.
Right. So I'm guessing that XAI definitely is not a nonprofit. So
yes, and that's why Tesla, Elon Musk did not invent the company. He bought into the company and stuff, right? SpaceX, he has built it and stuff. But hey, what's up with Elon Musk and always having X? I bet you would have bought AI. He would have put an X on it, and then he would have had 3 platforms with triple X, guys. I'm just saying.
But you know what the weird thing about it is, Pedro, is that I don't think we're really talking about the real issue. Yeah, Chat GPT, whatever they call it, and I need to get more familiarized with that. But at the end of the day, our devices, no matter what, it is listening all the time. Because there's, I've told my experiences where I'll get an email, or me and my wife are talking about a topic, and the damn thing pops up on my newsfeed on Facebook. For example, I got this email from a friend of mine, Jubilee. It's not a word you use very often, right? It's a Jubilee fundraiser. So guess what? Yesterday on my newsfeed on Facebook, there it is. Newsfeed fundraiser. I'm like, yeah, God damn it. So
George, do you close your apps?
Yes. At night when I go sleep, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, quick tip to everybody. When an app tells you, can I get permissions to connect to other devices on your network? Always put no. Because it's going to try to connect to other applications and search. So especially Facebook, what it goes through in these lawsuits that I keep hearing for years and years, I give it way, way less permissions than my other apps. I don't even give my location. I have to go turn it on if I want to put my location or search for it, even though leaving it on makes it easier, but I don't want Facebook to be in the background knowing my location.
Exactly.
Another good tip is to, when an application or website asks you for your location, you could allow it while using the app or allow it once. I don't always allow, especially my contacts, all social medias. Never, ever get my contacts. I never sync it up. They don't need to have my information. They want my oil. They better pay for my oil.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
I like my privacy sense. I even have a encryption app to encrypt whatever I want to encrypt and send it out. Even though they tell you it's end to end encrypted to people that don't need to see it, but who knows if a warrant or the company is able to have a key and look at it. Apple says they don't have a key. No one has a key, but you or me, for ourselves. That's why when they put their servers in a foreign country, you gotta be aware too, because what's the laws over there?
Pedro.
Mm.
Now, would it help? Let's say you have a VPN in your Wi-Fi. Would it help? In other words, to keep that information from going up into the system, I mean, the server, your location,
Yeah, it will help
searches.
against the websites or applications that want to see where you're at. Little applications that might have problems with that will be Netflix, but it's just Netflix. You could put different regions to get different content, but it can help. It can help. But the company that you are getting your VPN from, you must trust that company too, because you need to know what is their privacy too and their terms and conditions, because they're not all the same. There
So
is.
can you kind of say what? I bet you right now some people are googling. What's VPN? Is that a news channel? So, what's VPN?
It's part of your phone. It's part of your phone.
Virtual private network. You know,
Mhm.
it
You
actually.
like whichever one you may connect with, you
Right.
may not realize, but you may have just signed up for to be, solely they're the only ones that have your information without you realizing, and you don't know what they're going to do with it.
Yeah,
True. It's true.
some you have to read, because some will tell you we don't keep nothing in our servers. It will be deleted same day. Like that. So they will tell you you must remember to save all whatever you need to save, because sometimes your history will be in your browser, but if you delete that, you can't even go back to them. You know.
So
But the way it works is, let's say for instance I'm in Los Angeles, and then boom, when I go to the internet on my Wi-Fi or my cellular network, it pings a server. It's gonna hit a server, and that server has a location. Well, with a VPN, I could be in Los Angeles, and the server I hit could be all the way across the whole world, across the country, and they think I'm in New York, or they might think I'm in England or China, wherever it may be. But you're able to basically cover your location. You're able to spoof it for these websites that put digital fingerprints on you, on you. Um, because look, let's say George logs onto a website, and if it wasn't like iPhone and the updated to 16.0, right, that had more security things on it, they would have got your IP address. They would have got the type of browser you had, the type of computer or device you logged on, the iOS, the type of device, and a couple other more information. You think they need to have that? Your location?
Mm.
No, right?
And the thing about that
Mm.
is, at the end of the day, we just, with technology, especially with AI being integrated to everything, like going back to what happened, was it yesterday about the iOS
Hmm.
and AI, which is they call Apple Intelligence. I think, people don't realize that that's what's kind of scary for me. Well, not scary, but bothersome, is that you be able to tell your phone, oh, look for the picture with me and my wife at the store. You can actually do that, or uh,
You have
put.
something similar to that, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I mean, at the end of the day, our information is going to be open for anyone, in my opinion. I mean, no matter what you try to put the barriers or whatnot, but at the end of the day, I think our information, if we're willing to use a smartphone, and yeah, our stuff is putting out there no matter what.
Yes, yeah, and there is, if you have privacy in mind, and let me give you example, your photos are on your phone or on the Apple server. When you upload a picture to a social media, you can actually open your photos and select the ones you want it to see, and that's it. But if you give it access to your full photos, it can actually maybe even look at all your pictures. You give it
Oh wow.
access, you know what I mean? So you gotta be aware, and you gotta maneuver this, because like going back to how about privacy, Apple had to step in and put a because companies were website tracking you. Every time you hit a new website, somehow they will get that information, because they were able to connect and see your info. That's why you got to know if you're going to give contact, Bluetooth, network permissions, all that, microphone permissions. Like Google's another one. Even on YouTube, I don't have my microphone on. I don't do the shorts there. I don't do nothing there, because it's Google. They keep everything in their servers, man. If you have a Google phone, when if I get your Google phone, I could open your browser, Google Chrome, enter a simply little address, and I could see all your vocal recordings, audio recordings that you have requested to know to this Google Assistant.
Oh wow.
And it's not password protected.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
so
So,
bringing this back around to what the article, so within this thing, there was made the statement that even when you're doing stuff with the new Siri chat,
Hmm.
GPT, whatever, right? That you still got to give it permissions for anything where it's connecting outside of your phone.
Yes, and let's thank Apple. Let's thank Apple for putting that little thing right there, that disclosure, letting us know, because other companies would have just made it look seamlessly and make it look all cool. I know this is an inconvenient step, and you might be, man, I want to use it. Why they got it? But hey, we need to know when anything is leaving little this little phone that actually is our assistant. Actually, is going to be a little robot, maybe 50, 100 years from now, following us, doing little tasks around the house while we're taking care of business, taking care of kids, taking care of grandkids, or whatever we may be doing. There's gonna be this device there. This device
Right,
could transform into something different and greater, but we need to make sure as humans that we teach the younger uh, youth privacy, internet privacy, device privacy, and even physical privacy, like with their home. Making sure, no, teaching them that these smart devices that are listening, like the A lady and the S lady, um, to be aware. They might not even belong in your room. If you feel like they're okay there, but you need to understand that they might be listening. Sometimes they activate by themselves. They don't know their wake word because they don't have all that tech stuff in it like they should. Like they said, they're gonna listen to a wake word. Actually, they're listening for that wake word. um when this AI, and I understand what Elon Musk's been coming he's coming from, but he always been outspoken about AI. But you've been spoken about AI, and you have an AI company, and how transparent have you been with your company and letting us know what are you doing? AI, OpenAI has been in the forefront. It's been in the spotlight. So it's been getting, like, people are reviewing. That's why he's talking about it, and he's not talking about his own, you know? And the thing is that OpenAI has been on scrutiny because even when Microsoft bought it out and they tried to kick the CEO out, the workers had a big old problem with it that they had to rehire. They had to rehire the CEO. Now he's back on that, But even with Open AI, you need to know the terms and conditions. And him, by saying you should change his name to Closed AI, because I think he might not have the full access he may want to have, and he's a little upset, probably to the lawsuit or whatever the whole issue was with him and Open AI. But the way I was looking at WWDC yesterday and the way Apple's implementing it, I know they haven't really talked about accessibility, but I already seen some things that we are gonna love to use. And for example, if your mother or your sister been emailing you or sending you messages, you could just tell the S lady, "Hey, what time is my sister coming in?" And if the flight got updated in real time, it would look it up too and tell you the time. And then if you forgot where you're gonna eat, you could follow it up. So where we're gonna go eat? You don't have to be specific because it kind of already knows. Oh, he's talking about his sister. Oh, you said you're gonna meet up at the airport. After that, you will go grab a meal at In and Out or whatever restaurant it is. And then you can follow it up. Okay, send these plans to my mom. Boom, I can send them out.
I
And
just think
that's
that I just think that at the end of the day, there's going to be some good use and some bad use to AI, right? Regarding the bad stuff is where companies will extract the information and sell it for their own benefits, and vice versa. We'll use that information to help us, use our phone better, right? Like what you said, Pedro. Yeah, what time is mom coming in, and so that's a good. I mean, at the end of the day, technology is going to help, but I guess we just have to be careful how we allow technology into either our
yes,
household or even our phones. Like you said, Alexa. Oops, sorry, the A lady or the yeah, I guess the A
smart
lady.
assistants, what they call them, but I don't. I think they're just smart answer machines. They just
Yeah,
give you an answer to your question. You know.
yeah, and so I mean, I just think at the end of the day, it's just technology. Just we have to be mindful that you just don't hit okay, and allow. You have to really read it and
Hmm.
see what it's really saying. You know, because if we say yes, and now we have the A lady, well, I'll say Ziggy, if she's listening, or the device is listening, you know, have you heard about instance where it actually helped in domestic violence issues? You know,
Yes.
stuff like that. So I mean, there's a pros and cons, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, there's pros and cons. Even when it comes to not just tech, other things like weapons and stuff, they could actually help somebody save themselves or save someone, but
Sure.
they could also cause great harm.
Yeah.
And with tech too, we're on the forefront of different type of AIs. They have so many tools. They got thousands and thousands of tools that some do run off of ChatGPT. And if I know Apple likes to keep everything closed for itself. Apple might not sell your information, but they will use your information for marketing for themselves and all that.
I just
Might not
I just
have your
wonder
name. Hmm.
I was just wondering how Apple isn't it true that Apple at one point had an agreement with Google where Google would be the primary search engine and
Google was paying Apple.
yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. But I know Google grabs your information when you're doing those searches, right? You know, or suggest, you know,
Hmm.
things. So I'm just saying that, you know, again, going back to what we're saying, just that person has to be cautious when they're typing in, how do you do this? Or how do you, you know, just be cautious that Google's in the background say, okay, this person likes hot dogs or this person
Yeah.
likes, whatever.
Yeah,
Just,
and most of us are logged into our Google account on Safari or Chrome, whatever it may be. When you hear Google search, you have to be aware that that is a Google search and it's going to their servers. And if you're logged in and all that, it's gonna retain all those searches. You can. Google has been a little more that you could go and delete all that history, all that audio files too, and you could go completely like get that out. But they do tell you that's just for their learning purposes. But once they have learned, they should start deleting it. You know what I mean? But they leave it up to you. And another great example I could use for how the privacy works between Apple Apple and Google is on their map. So let's say I'm leaving my home from right here and I'm going to my children's house. Well, when I put it on Apple, right, it will just show the line. It might not even, it doesn't even show the address. It just shows how the map goes because they want to get road conditions and stuff like that and show you busy and or not busy traffic. So it won't give your name, it won't give your address or nothing like that. All that stays in your device. It just the path goes to Apple without your information. So they don't know whose path is that. But when you do it on Google, Google is connected all to your account. Google Maps is all you know. So all that home, all that little lines, all that and time is saved to Google servers.
I just wonder that they're always talking about this AI model. I wonder how she looks like.
I knew it would be you, George, with that joke. Hey, that's funny. But hey, they have this new feature with the that was just showing on Apple. It's called generate emojis, right? And so you could generate a dinosaur on a surfboard or a blind man on a surfboard. You could generate different emojis the way you want it and send them out.
You know what I'm talking about real quick about I want to mention this an Android Pedro because as a trainer I went and got a Galaxy Samsung Galaxy and so I was messing around with the OK Google and it was kind of acting weird so I called the Google assistants through or Google tech support through Be My Eyes and they're saying that they're actually going to switch or move from Google OK Google to Gemini. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, isn't Gemini more AI, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the OK Google is gonna slowly surely move over to Gemini, which I
Yeah.
thought that was
So
interesting.
It's already part of it. If you go to Google Chrome right now and type in a search, the first responses
that's
you
the
get
browser.
Right. If you use the browser, like I said, but you type in what your search is, and you
Yeah.
go down. The first set of results you get are the Gemini AI generated.
Generated, yeah, but this is
Mhm.
gonna be a home device. This is actually gonna be in your living room with Gemini listening or whatever. Well, with Gemini listening, I would think instead of always listening, they could partially listen. And I don't know if they have taken any steps, but you would think of their privacy, right? AI could analyze a millisecond or two or three, 5 milliseconds. If it says, okay, they didn't say my name, don't listen. It could do that real quick instead of always listening.
That's what
So
my
it's
wife
kind of
says.
like the
That I have
echo
partial
or
hearing.
the, I mean, it's kind of like the echo or the A. Is
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
what you're
they're
saying?
always
Oh,
listening. They're always
okay.
listening. That's why they have a microphone button there, guys. I press it and shut it off. That's
True.
why it's there. They tell you it's a smart device and there's a wake word. Yeah, there's a response word is was basically should be called because when you say that word, it responds. It doesn't wake. That's where the language part of it kind of thinking, oh yeah, it's a wake word, so it's gonna wake it up. No, it's a response word. And
Talking about that, Pedro, I'm surprised that Apple hasn't taken the same concept when it comes, like here at the house, we have four different, the A lady, we have,
mhm.
Echo, we have computer, Ziggy, and of course the last one. But I'm surprised that uh, iPhone, or I'm sorry, Apple hasn't taken that because, like, for example, let's say you have an iPhone and an iPad. You say, hey, S word, both of them go off. Or like me, I have two phones and an iPad. So every time I say, hey, the S word, three of them go off. And I'm like, God damn it. But I was just wondering, they would think about separating the names or those response names or word.
But they're all
Mm.
connected to the same Bluetooth, right? So they're gonna go off together.
No, no, no. I get what George is saying. Yes, change a different terminology.
Yeah.
George, I got like 4 or 5 over here, and they're all the A ladies. So when I say A lady, the closest one responds. I don't have to think, oh, is this echo or this is gonna be? No, I leave it all at that. Um, a problem with that is if I connect my phone through Bluetooth to one of these echoes, right? Stop, right? It still wakes them up, even though that's not the wake word. Um, you see what I'm saying? Always listening.
Yes, always
Exactly.
listening.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
but
And, I
sometimes
know
it doesn't recognize.
now I didn't. I think I was telling Mr. Davis this. I'm not sure of, this is what they told me. But I was talking to one of my customers, and they were saying that I asked them, "Do you have Alexa?" Oops, sorry, the A lady, and they're like, "No, we took it off." Okay, I go. And they go, because supposedly this gentleman was telling his wife was a joke, and Alexa started laughing.
Oh my God.
So I'm not sure if that's true or
Did
not.
he saw this for himself or he saw it online?
No, that he said that it happened to him, that he was telling his wife a joke, and it started laughing, and that's why he got spooked and he unplugged it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It probably woke her up, supposedly, or she was always listening. But yeah, that is creepy. People have got like the law go to them from domestic violence and other things like that. Remember, with these devices, sometimes they even hit human ears. It's not all AI or whatever it may be in the back. But expect the devices like the A lady and like what George said, they're gonna start bringing these AI in already in these devices too. Not in them, but through network connection. So everything you ask will leave your device. Just remember that on those little devices. With the HomePod, they're a little more private. It does way less because it's more private. It tries to keep everything within there, you know, but sometimes it has problems with it. And if they could incorporate this AI into that, like the chat, at least for onboard things to do a little more, that'd be pretty cool. It doesn't have games like the A Lady, but they're gonna bring these AIs to these devices, and we really, really gonna think of privacy then because almost everything you're gonna say to these devices are gonna leave to their servers. Another thing we might have to think about is the privacy of where these servers are at and what's the privacy of that country or that region for this type of information. Because not every country has the same laws, and there's so much different bots now that everyone you're signing up to, you don't know they're selling your information too, so you must be aware. um and this is another thing that we might have to really talk about as a community, as a social, as a human species, because um once you enter your query and like, the AI does know my name. It knows things that I'm doing. It knows my number now because I just entered, because generating things and stuff like that. And you have to be aware of the information you put in. I have never even put my address, never put your social security and things like that. Even the AIs, when you use Be My Eyes and you take a picture of your credit card and tell it, read me these numbers, it will say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But even then, there's a workaround, and I've been able to get those card numbers off the card. Sometimes it makes a mistake, but at first it was letting you do this. And this is handy for us guys to know our card number and all that. But somebody got a hold of your phone, or they got a picture, something, they could run it and get your number or whatever. It could be used for malicious purposes. But you must be aware of what you do, and Be My Eye, seeing AI, even connecting to these operators. You got to be aware, especially AI is a new frontier. So, the lines haven't been really drawn. I believe Elon Musk, he's against AI killing any human, I think, or no, AI using for weaponry. Okay. I am against that. But being how, though, let's just be real, other countries are actually putting those into weapons. So why not? We need to actually be the main ones, the ones with the technology ahead of all the other countries, so we know how it works. But in the same time, we need to have protocols for these AIs, not, let them know that we're not okay with them taking any human life. We shouldn't let a machine have the ability to take any human life without a human actually being there or something like that. You know what I mean? Or oversight. This needs to already start happening. I think we needed a secretary of AI since 2017. We're barely getting that. Other countries got already something similar to that. We need a secretary of AI that oversees. We need a agency to start drafting policies and things that they're not going to allow, because when there is no guidelines, there is no rules, and these companies won't follow these rules. And we see it over and over in different sectors in business.
Pedro,
Hmm.
it's kind of scary even when you talk about. I got knocked off StreamYard. I'm sorry, I had to receive the call. Are you talking about weaponry and like war and AI?
Yes.
And so it's funny you mention that, because me and my uncle were talking about that, him being a veteran, and he's like, you know what, Mimo, I wonder how it would have been different back in the day, right? If Vietnam or even Iraq was fought with AI, and what you just saying kind of uh, goes into that little area of the unknown of what happens once AI decides. If we use that, for example, like the we call it drones. Now,
Hmm.
let's say in the drones, okay, you know what? Now we're going to insert AI. You do it. You see a certain
Yeah.
color of uniform, you go after that, or that's scary. That's real scary,
Yeah, yeah. When you allow a machine to take another human's life, a soul, somebody that could think, that created AI, that could create robots. Like, why are you gonna let a robot take that life? This is more of a primary life. That should be primary, meaning we can take actions. Let's apprehend them and then get into judgment, but not to just straight kill, even if it's in battle. These are
True.
soldiers.
It's
This
like
could
a
be a
live.
sister. This could be a brother. This could be an uncle. So
It's
I'm
like a
I'm
live
okay
video
with
game.
caption. Yes, it's like a live video game, but there's no humans kind of sitting behind there. And I could tell
That's
you
right.
different examples. When the conquistadores and they came over here,
Right.
everybody, when the Indians and the natives saw them in horses, they were like, what? The horses allowed them to go miles and miles and have an upper hand. When it came to drones, the drones gave the country an upper hand on this war, but it
Right.
did kill more people at that. But that aside, it gave them a upper hand. Whatever army first is gonna have artificial intelligence and robotics in the forefront and start using them is gonna be the one that's gonna have the advantage over all the other countries.
True.
That's true.
I think we have
So
a. I think we have a call center behind us. I hear a bunch of buttons. Is that Mr. Davis?
yes, he's typing.
It's
But
time. Time is up. That's what it is. Time is up.
oh wow, wow.
That's exactly what it is. So,
but yes, AI shouldn't be able to take a life. We should already start drawing the line, and this might be the topic of our generation, of our upcoming generations, to start drafting these privacy concerns and let these companies know we value our privacy. We value our home privacy, our internet privacy, and our virtual space privacy.
True.
that's right, baby. I mean, bottom line, it's all about privacy in today's world. You know, like you say, it's your privacy, your information is your oil. If they want it, let them pay for it. So,
Yeah, so
Amen.
another example of AI is the insurance company. So when you go to the insurance company, you release your medical records, all that, they run it through a model, and they could dictate better than your doctor on your life expectancy. That's crazy.
well, again, it's just a projection.
No,
So,
no, I will bring a clip, and you're gonna see how detailed they can get.
You know, if they were to do that for me, to show my medical records to AI, I bet you AI like, damn, you're still alive, boo.
Dang, George. And that note, you need some tacos today, man.
Chicken tacos.
Chicken tacos.
all
Yeah,
right.
yummy.
All right. Well, again, thanks everybody for joining us today. We appreciate it. Please run over to the Blind United Facebook page and follow us over there so we can get back on that, doing live streaming over there. We'll probably have to upload this later on over there to them so they'll be able to see it on Facebook. But again, thank everybody for joining in. Monica, I appreciate you, sweetie. You're always with us. Ray didn't get to say nothing, but she was actually in here with us. Brittany, Miss Carol, George, my brother Pedro. I appreciate all you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And we will see you tomorrow on Hump Day. Everybody have a great day. Talk to you on the next one.